Apple Pay is forever changing the way we pay for things. A person should not have to choose between doing good and doing well. Following the herd was not a good thing. That it was a terrible thing to do. We rarely control the timing of opportunities, but we can control our preparation. Life is fragile. We're not guaranteed a tomorrow, so give it everything you've got. You want to be the pebble in the pond. That creates the ripple for change. You can focus on things that are barriers, or you can focus on scaling the wall, or redefining the problem. Coding gives people the ability to change the world, and from my perspective, it's the most important second language, and the only language that is global. If you embrace that the things that you can do are limitless, you can put your ding in the universe. You can change the world. Work takes on new meaning when you feel you are pointed in the right direction. Otherwise, it's just a job, and life is too short for that. We're very simple people at Apple. We focus on making the world's best products and enriching people's lives. I hope people remember me as a good and decent man. And if they do, then that's success. The most important thing is, do you have the courage to admit that you're wrong? And do you change? The most important thing to me as a CEO is that we keep the courage. Anything can change. Because the smartphone revolution is still in the early stages. When we launch a product, we're already working on the next one. And possibly even the next one. Our goal has never been to make the most. It's always been to make the best. Apple has a culture of excellence that is, I think, so unique and so special. I'm not going to witness or permit the change of it. Companies that get confused, that think their goal is revenue, or stock price, or something. You have to focus on the things that lead to those. You can only do so many things great, and you should cast aside everything else. People like things they can do now, not just think about. Apple doesn't do hobbies, as a general rule. Augmented reality will take some time to get right. But I do think that it's profound. I love museums, but I don't want to live in one. At a 2018 Apple shareholder meeting, Cook was optimistic about the future of Apple Pay and other contactless payment systems. I'm hoping to be alive to see the elimination of money leave the world a better place than we found it. When Recode's Kara Swisher asked Cook what he would do in Zuckerberg's situation, as Congress demanded answers to its concerns, he simply replied, "I wouldn't be in this situation." The power of human creativity can solve even the biggest challenges. And that the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. The sidelines are not where you want to live your life. The world needs you in the arena. Some people see innovation as change. But we have never really seen it like that. It's making things better. We see that privacy is a fundamental human right that people have. We are going to do everything that we can to help maintain that trust. He's not given credit as a teacher. But he's the best teacher I ever had by far. There was nothing traditional about him as a teacher. But he was the best. He was the absolute best. It's about finding your values and committing to them. It's about finding your North Star. It's about making choices. Some are easy. Some are hard. And some will make you question everything. Part of social progress is understanding that a person is not defined only by one's sexuality, race, or gender. History rarely yields to one person, but think and never forget what happens when it does. That can be you. That should be you. That must be you. Jobs had been famously stringy when it came to charities, arguing that the most charitable thing he could do was increase Apple's value, so that shareholders had more money to give away to the causes of their choice. The worst thing in the world that can happen to you, if you're an engineer that has given his life to something, is for someone to rip it off and put their name to it. There's this thing in technology, almost a disease, where the definition of success is making the most. How many clicks did you get? How many active users do you have? How many units did you sell? Everybody in technology seems to want big numbers. Steve never got carried away with that. He focused on making the best. So if hearing that the CEO of Apple is gay can help someone struggling to come to terms with who he or she is, or bring comfort to anyone who feels alone, or inspire people to insist on their equality, then it's worth the trade-off with my own privacy. There are times in all of our lives when a reliance on gut or intuition just seems more appropriate, when a particular course of action just feels right. And interestingly, I've discovered it's in facing life's most important decisions that intuition seems the most indispensable to getting it right. We weren't first on the MP3 player. We weren't first on the tablet, we weren't first on the smartphone. But we were arguably the first modern smartphone. And we will be the first modern smartwatch. It's been tough and uncomfortable at times. But it has given me the confidence to be myself, to follow my own path, and to rise above adversity and bigotry. It's also given me the skin of a rhinoceros, which comes in handy when you're the CEO of Apple.